Happy Thursday, everybody. I am on that work grind again, so I will more than likely be back to 3 hour sleep days or 4 hours, hopefully four, but I'm going to make this as quick as possible. So, we got a lot going on with tournament PR packs. Hololive Booster Box comes out tomorrow. Tokyo Avengers comes out tomorrow on the Japan side. So one more time, I want to reiterate this Tournament Store Assist PR Pack campaign. I know there's been some confusion on it, so let's just do this one last time. Tournament Store PR Pack campaign really is for tournament stores. That is the purpose of this. The whole reason why they did this or are doing it and hopefully continue to do it because of the abuses of it is the fact that they want to have a competitive advantage on their local game store because anybody can open up an online store. Heck, I can do it right now, right? I can open an online store, go to the distributor, buy some product and sell online. And I could price it at, like 58 bucks, $60, something like that. And basically steal customers away from local game stores. What this pack looks to do is bring back customers to the actual local game store and at the same time have them actually play in said store. So it makes sense to me, right? Like if you have a person, an online store, or anybody, not even an online store, just a random individual sell a booster box for $60. And let's say your local game store sells it for, let's say, 65. I know the prices vary, but this is my example, 65. But they offer you this PR pack for buying actual product. Which would you rather buy? Would you rather buy the $60 one or would you buy the $65 one that includes a PR pack? And then also, if you want to play, you can meet all these people and play in the actual store. I mean, most of the time they don't make you pay to play in the store, right? Like if they don't go, you got to buy this box or you're not allowed to play here. But I think at 65 with PR pack plus, being able to hang out with people, that is what this is for. I know again, there's some people that have taken these packs now with Hololive and Bang Dream and Mishoku Tensei and have just basically opened them and sold it unscrupulously out on the internet. But hopefully this turns around because again, this is what the packs are meant to do. They are literally an incentive for people to buy from a local tournament store versus buying from an individual on online store. That is it. That's really what it is. So the program shouldn't be changed. It really should just be monitored to see if there's any sort of abuse. When it comes to Hololive, again, these are the cards that you will be getting inside of it. You'll get one normal and one foil. So hopefully you pull the Gura or any of the cards that you actually want because I say Gura because this one out here on TCG Player sold for $50. I'm not saying it is worth $50. I can tell you there's places that sell it for less. So the people that bought it at $50 probably just didn't check everywhere. And the way you get these packs are buying 3 trial decks or one booster box. One booster box. So as you can see, this is going to be coming out more. There's going to be more of these PR packs. So would I buy that Gura at $50? No, not unless it's like 1 year from now, and that was my only choice. But right now, I would probably wait for it to go down or buy from different places. Go on the Facebook group. You can find them from people that are actually selling them. Next up, we got the booster box of Hololive. It comes out officially. I say officially because it comes out on May 13th. This is going to be a crazy set, as you can see here with all of these cards, all of these really, really nice cards. I can't wait. I mean, it'll be really cool. Whenever I get my stuff, I'm still waiting for some of my trial decks, so I can't imagine how long this is going to take to actually get the booster boxes. More than likely tomorrow, you're going to see a whole lot of openings everywhere, so look forward to that. It won't be me. I say officially because this is the one last time I really want to say this. Is this May 13th date? It's a street date. I've talked about it a billion times. I really wish that Bushiroad or Weiss Schwarz would come out and say something or at least reiterate it through the distributors. I mean, what's going on is there's this whole street date thing where you're not supposed to actually show these cards or put them up for sale before this May 13th date. There's a lot of people that respect that. There's a lot of people that have no idea that this is even a thing. And it's one of the ones that on Facebook, right? Like there is someone put up a opening. They're going to open it, and immediately they either deleted it or it got taken down by a moderator. And there's this whole back and forth on the Facebook group where you have new people coming in from outside communities, and you have the people that have been around a while and says you can't do that. But all week, there has been openings on Whatnot. You have people opening it on Twitch. You can even look on YouTube right now, YouTube. And again, I'm not one side or the other. I just wish they would come out and say it, because really, what you're doing, right, is you're handcuffing your stores. Like this whole tournament store PR thing that you're trying to help your actual stores on. Like, so if you have people that are opening this product beforehand and selling it, they have obviously the competitive advantage. So either you need to go and enforce this, reiterate to people what you are and what you're not supposed to do with this. And that's what I mean. It almost needs to be a public thing. I know maybe the whole reason why you don't want to do that, but at the same time, like it makes the people on Facebook look like a bunch of assholes, right? Like I'm just gonna say it now. It makes the people on Facebook look a bunch of assholes that are trying to like restrict what people can or cannot do. But you know what? They're actually trying to enforce said rules that they knew about a long, long time ago, where all these new people have no idea what the rule is, and they're just doing it. So you have all these other sellers actually able to make these sales. Meanwhile, you have your legit actual stores that can't actually do it because they want to abide by some rule that we don't really know gets enforced or not. Because again, you could see it everywhere. All week there's been openings. Again, I don't care either way. Like if I think if I get product, I should be able to open it. It's not my fault I got it. I should just be able to open it. But this is how it goes. Unless we officially hear, I think it's just going to keep happening, and then you're just hitting people against each other for no good reason. Anyways, back to Booster Box. Back to Booster Box. This thing is out here. It's coming out tomorrow. I've told you, do not buy this thing in the 90s. This thing has gone down to 83.99. So there we go. You can see this little curve here thing happen on the graph. That's what you like to see if you're a buyer, right? So it went up into the 90s. Now it's down to 83. If you saw here quickly, the case, I think it was like $1,600, and now it is 1,400. So not too shabby. I wouldn't buy it again at 1,400. That's kind of insane because I think there will be a reprint. And I stress when I say I think there will be a reprint. Who knows if there will be or not. But buying this thing at $1,500, it seems insane to me. $1,400 seems insane to me. But you do what you want with your money. I mean, it's definitely yours, and I get it. It's a really great set. There are a lot of cool cards in it, and we have a bunch of SSPs. So out here already, we have a Subaru that's sold. SSP comes out tomorrow, $800. Pretty insane. That was sold 2 days ago. The rest of them aren't up yet. So let's get rid of that, and let's just take a look. Let's go with the double rares. So again, to play this actual set, you may need some double rares. I say may because you can just rock a TD trial deck, but really, if you want to get some of these double rares, you may want to wait unless you think there's one that's like a super, super huge deal. Because there's people that have bought many, many cases of this stuff, and more than likely, they're not going to keep them all. So I would say maybe you wait a little bit or just keep checking throughout the day to see if there's one that's really, really cheap. I did a bunch of videos on Hololive on like the pricing of it, like double rares, SSPs, what they look like in Japan. So then you can try to figure out how much you're willing to pay for this stuff. Again, like as product comes out, just keep checking back because it will hit a low at some point or it'll go like insane. But I think this is one of those sets because of the way it's been coming out with the trial decks, as in there's been delays and things, that depending on the card you want, you may want to pick it up sooner than later. And again, the best way to do that is literally take the time today and figure out how much you're willing to pay for a certain card. If you want to pay this card at, let's say, $10, then maybe wait for the $10. If you say, I'm going to pay it, I'm going to buy it at any price, then feel free. But I would definitely take the time to just figure that out. Go back, look at my videos if you need to. If you want to, just send me an email on what I think it's going to be, and I will do that for you. I will look it up and try to figure it out. But that's really what you want to do, because you're going to be hit with a lot of cards. It's kind of funny because when I look at this, you see these filters, it says English and Weiss Schwarz on the left, right? Like we got English Weiss Schwarz. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, this includes sealed product, this includes cards, but you can see there's 625 results that come back onto it. And I didn't page through everyone to see like how many cards there really are and all that. I mean, you could see it right here on the side of this web page. 129 trial decks, 107 triple rares, 72 super rares, 63 special rares. There is a million cards out there, promo cards and all that good stuff. So there is just a lot. Make sure before you start buying to come up with an actual budget and what you're looking to do with the set. If you're just trying to collect a certain person, certain generation, or just go for it all, but make sure you do that, please. Okay. All right, that's it for. Oh no, that is not it for Hololive. What I want to talk about next is the trial deck. So real quick, let me hit sealed products. So what I wanted to talk about was the delay on product. I know people are like, oh my God, third generation super high. But I told you, I've got delayed on this thing. I don't even have, I do have some of my third generation, but some of the other stores that I bought from did not actually have it because they're saying it's coming this week. So as you can see here, the big thing that if you'll notice is the amount of sellers. So you'll see Gamers 7, fifth generation has 5, Hololive 0 generation 4. Okay, so what you see here with third generation, we had 13 listings, and that wasn't like that a few days ago. It was pretty low, and this just proves to the point that some of these people are actually getting third generation that it got delayed. Especially since you could see here that we have 16 listings of the individual trial deck. One thing to note here is when you click into it, if you do not care about buying a sealed trial deck, there are listings for open trial decks, and you need to pay very close attention because this one says the triple rares are included. Some people are selling this without the triple rares. Some people are removing the SRs as well. So you need to make sure what you're actually buying here. And again, at $22.98, would I buy it for that? Not for me personally, not unless I was desperate, because there are some actual good stores out there that are selling these trial decks for $20. Like if you walk into a local game store, some of them are actually selling it for $20. How do I know this? Because I actually visited one. There was one that actually sold every trial deck that they have at $20. Not even a joke. It is new, not touched, nothing like that. It is $20. So I rather buy a $20 closed one versus open one, and you may be able to find a local game store that does actually do that. I know some other local game stores are upcharging for like the third generation, so I guess your mileage may vary on that one. But again, this is why you don't want to just freak out and buy everything, because there will be some points where these things will drop. I'm not saying this is going to stay like that forever, like it's going to drop down in the 30s or 20s, but if you want this stuff, just be on the lookout for it. Just keep looking back and seeing what the new actual supply is going to do to the price. Okay. Actually, let me move on. There's slime. Slime came out on Twitter. There was a confirmation from Weiss Schwarz that said slime has reached stores at the beginning of the month, and they should have already been sending them out. So what we have here is that time I got reincarnated as a slime. This is volume 1, $200 for this booster box. We know what happened with the reprint. The reprint is coming out with silver signatures, so there will be a difference to it. I can't wait to see what that actually does. Let me just show you quick. So this set does have secret rares, and you can see them here. So all the gold ones are gone at this point. Silver ones haven't really shown up yet. And then we have special rares. I'm going to put them in alphabetical order. So some of this stuff has been being opened at this point. Not many people got it yet, but it's going to be cool to watch what happens over the next week, especially with the double rare. I saw a sale yesterday, or maybe it was the 10th, of one of these double rares. Here we are. So that was pretty bad timing for that person. They bought this Child on the Inside Malim for 35.98 2 days ago. So that is definitely a feels bad kind of moment because this thing will be coming out within probably the next week and people will be listing it just because it's at this juicy price of 35.98. So it will be dropping. It will be dropping relatively shortly, I would imagine, because again, I think there is some kind of commodity that comes with some kind of a little bit of a premium or number that goes along with having this silver signature. We'll see how many actually really gets opened. But at this point, I believe with the double rares being expensive, there are SRs being as expensive they are. This product will definitely be opened, right? Let me just re-show you what these SRs are. Yeah, like you can see them here. Again, watch out for the ones from trial decks. Like when you pull this up, because again, trial decks aren't being reprinted, but you can see Child on the Inside Malim. Holy crap, $50. I say 50 just because it's like if there was no actual reprint, right? If there was no actual reprint, this thing was only $10 above its double rare version. I would just buy the SR version over it. But again, there's so many reasons why people will be opening this product that I would imagine you should see a bunch of cards come out just because like there is no reason not to at this point. Outside of if you think you can't actually sell the cards, which is a pretty big thing, right? Like, I mean, if everybody else sees this being $50, they're all going to open it, and there's going to be a lot of competition. So that would be the one thing holding you back why you wouldn't do that. Okay, moving on. Bushiroad on the road. What we have here is Aina Aiba Ai. She's actually wearing her own shirt of Yukina Bang Dream. You can buy this on the Bushiroad on the road. Like if you actually go visit them, I didn't actually check if this is on the Bushiroad Global Online Store. This is actually pretty cool. We had Aina Aiba wear the Yukina t-shirt. Get yours at the booth. But my thing with that was, don't you think it would be fun if you had her sign said shirt and then at every one of these conventions you do a raffle for it? Hey, thanks for visiting us. Put your name in here, address, and if you win, we'll mail it to you. I think that would be pretty neat. Just throwing that out there. And if I remember correctly, there happens to be a bunch of these shirts. So maybe at the different conventions, you have, right, like you have one for all the different girls, right? Do a raffle for one for all the different girls. Have each one of them sign it. Not like give away seven at one of the stops. Just do one maybe. But there aren't actually seven stops, so maybe you just pick a few, or just have her do one of at every convention. I say that now, but it's kind of too late because you've already done Anime Central. Wait, have you? No, you haven't. It's coming up. I thought there was already one of these Bushiroad on the roads that happened, but no, this is actually the first one. Get her to sign it. Get her to sign it and give it away. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, there's only five, so either have her sign five of these things or just do pick five of the seven. That would be really cool. I think that would be awesome. Again, Bushiroad on the road. Make sure to check them out if you can. It's totally worth it to you. A bunch of merchandise, Hololive stuff. So, oh shoot. Yeah, if you haven't actually gotten your Hololive stuff, Anime Central, May 20th, right? If you don't want to buy a $40, 30 some dollar, 40 some dollar trial deck of Gen 3, maybe you go there, buy it for $17. And by the way, remember, they should probably limit this thing, probably to two max, because you shouldn't need more than that. And anything more than that, really, you're just SP hunting, or you're going to flip this at the event price of $17. So please, Bushiroad, have a limit on that, just because that wouldn't be good. And especially because people would just buy it out. They would just buy this out, right? Like I literally could just buy this out and just put it on TCG Player. So don't do that. Okay, last thing, Tokyo Revengers. It comes out on May 13th. May 13th. So that'll be really cool, which is coming up Friday the 13th. They put out the card list here. You can see it. If you click on it, it will take you to said pages and you can take a look through the cards. I'm excited for it. I'm definitely going to open it again. The reason why I purchased this, because normally I do not buy the actual Japanese version, but this time around I bought it because there is the whole we got this symbol here, this manji symbol. Again, this is not a swastika, so don't think of it that way, but it was removed from the English version, so I wanted to buy said booster box and trial deck just so that I can have art from both the Japanese release and the English release. Again, I don't normally do that, but this time around I made that decision. So I will be opening that, and we can check that out. I love this series. It's a lot of fun, so it'll be cool to see. Do I see any art that really pops out to me? Not really, but at the same time, I'm like I'm happy with it because it reminds me of the show greatly, right? Like I look through these and I'm like, holy crap, a lot of actually happened during that season. Like when I look when I look through this, it was quite a long season. So it was what 24 episodes, something like that. It wasn't like your normal 12 or 13. A lot really did take place. It definitely could have been 2 seasons. Last thing, I know I said last thing. This is the last thing for me personally. I can't wait to see this. I don't know if any of you are like Magic the Gathering. I do. I do collect that. But at the same time, they are doing a collaboration with Warhammer. So today, I thought it was at 5:30. Where's the actual kickoff? Here it is. 5:30 my time, anyways. There will be, oh my god, Double Masters, Dominaria, and Warhammer 40,000. There's going to be a lot happening this year. Double Masters going to be huge. Dominaria, I mean, people were really pumped up for it. And then Warhammer 40,000. That is my jam. So I can't wait to actually see that one. Me and my brother played it back in the day. Primarily it was Space Wolves, but then he branched out into like a million other things. But that is what is going to happen. I'm going to be definitely buying some of this. I mean, all of that, actually. I'm going to be buying, you see this, I'm going to be buying that, and that. But definitely for me, I know some people weren't liking this Warhammer thing. I think it'll be pretty cool just because I'm a fan, right? I don't really normally hate on a lot of things when they do collaborations now that I think about it. I think it's just I just respect that they want to do it. Maybe I don't buy it, but I don't hate on it. Anyways, that is it. I'm out of here. I gotta go work. So as always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside of your budget. Have a good one.